Welcome, class. Let's get dramatic. Today, we're learning about pantomime. So what is pantomime? It is simple storytelling without words. You have to use your whole body, your face, your reactions to create the illusion of reality. It is not just about silence. It is about being so clear with your movements that the audience can see the whole world of your scene through your physicality or physical movement. Let's go way back to ancient Greece and Rome. They loved drama, but the theaters were huge, plus lights and sound systems non-existent. So they needed their actors to make big, clear gestures, and the ancient mime was born. Often, they were street performers, doing comedies or political jokes. Think about it. Why would have pantomime been so popular for ancient street performers? It was cheap. I bet everybody could understand it. Yes, both of those actually. It's cheap for the performers, no costumes or props needed, and the language of movement is universal. You don't need a translator to understand when someone's angry, scared, or proud. Jump forward to 16th century in Italy, Commedia dell'arte. This was touring street theater. It used funny and recognizable stock characters like the lazy servant or the young upper-class romantic lovers who were often the focus of the plot. The captain, a boastful young military officer, and so many more. By using these characters, troops could go from town to town and be easily recognizable. It was like another episode of the same story that you saw from another troupe. One of the most famous silent characters was the Perrault, a sad, wistful dreamer with a white face. These were silent, expressive characters who used pantomime and became iconic. That's where we get the look of our modern mimes today. Now we fast forward 300 years, and pantomime becomes something bigger, something different, and it is called the silent film. In the early 1900s, movies had no sound. Actors had to be the masters of exaggeration to show emotion. Yes, Jan. I was talking about silent films with my dad, and did you know these films were never actually silent for the audience? The sound was made live, right there in the theater. Absolutely, I love that you brought that up. Every theater had a frantic pianist or an organist playing the music. But wait, there's more. Many big theaters also had dedicated sound effects artists, sitting near the screen, armed with coconut shells for those horse hooves, just like the radio dramas. They had bells, horns, sirens. They had to watch the movie and match the sound effect perfectly because it was live and right on the spot. Talk about a tough multitasking job. Back in the silent film time, there was one iconic man who did silence better than anybody. Does anybody have a guess who it is? I'll give you a couple hints. He did tragedy, comedy, and everything in between. He was the master of comedic timing, and there was often a plot twist. Who do you think this could be? Charlie Chaplin. He's my hero. Yes, Charlie Chaplin. He used precise gestures, postures, and facial expressions to tell deeply emotional stories or completely comedic stories, all without a sound. He showed us how powerful the human body could be in telling a story. Another real master was a Frenchman named Marcel Marceau. In the mid-20th century, he taught us that pantomime could create amazing illusion. His most famous illusion was the invisible box. He didn't just pretend the walls weren't there. He used his incredible focus, tension, and fixation points to show you exactly where the corners and the sides were. It wasn't about being stuck in the box, it was about the box itself. He used his body to create physical laws where no walls existed. Now, let's learn the secret of these illusions. The illusion of effort. Everything in pantomime is based on the quality of your movement. You have to show the weight. If you're lifting a feather, your fingers are delicate, your back is straight, your movements are light. If you're lifting a suitcase of bricks, what changes? Oh, you gotta bend your knees, your face gets red, move slow. Yes, your back gets curved, your hands grip with a strong force, and your tempo is slow. The audience believes the suitcase is heavy because your body is fighting weight. Heavy and light is one thing, but you also want to show feeling, texture, emotion. So something we want to think about is our kinesthetic response. Kinesthetic means how our body responds naturally to something that happens to us, like something that scares us, or eating really hot soup, or drinking a cold glass of water. You want to show the real response. That's what makes the story good. When you're lifting that heavy object, do you hurt your back? How does your face respond to getting hurt? Is it a surprise, or did you know you probably would because it's a heavy object? So is pantomime just history? Absolutely not. Think about your phone screens. What are those little icons you use to communicate without words? Emojis. Emojis are pure digital pantomime. A tiny little face with wide eyes and an open mouth is the modern version of the Roman mime showing shock. You understand the meaning instantly, regardless of your language, regardless of your age. Also, look at social media changes and TikTok. Many of the most viral trends are based on storytelling through pure movement and facial expressions. But the most important reason for knowing pantomime is communication. Studies show that up to 90% of what we say is nonverbal. When you master pantomime, you learn to read and control your own body language, making you a better actor and a clearer speaker, and a more observant person in real life. It is silent and it is powerful. Pantomime is not just some weird thing that you can only do with white gloves and a little hat. It's essential. It teaches you posture, facial clarity, and commitment. It gives you the skills that you need whether you're performing Shakespeare or recording a radio drama. The tension is everything. Pull the rope, feel the weight, use your back. Try to make it believable in your mind, and then the audience will believe it too. Teachers, please like and subscribe so I can continue making content. Whoa, that was a little too much strong effort to pull that rope. I think I threw my back out. Next time, students, you do tug of war. I'm not up for this.